sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It's not gonna happen, and Daniel McMillan,
Pennsylvania native, kept sure winning here at Pocono.
Third win of the season, and will win the championship.
Ryan Benjamin with the last lap pass,
And he is going to score the victory in the Minute Maid 300.
Salmon Oskin, third win of the season.
He's gonna get it and only leads 3 laps today!
welcome to the NOFSRL.
And hello everybody, good morning to all, and welcome here to the South Boston Speedway for what's going to be the 13th and 14th rounds here today and tonight. We're here at South Boston this weekend for the Firestone Mid-Season Bash Throwback Weekend here in the Body Armor Cup Series, and it is going to be a dandy here this weekend. Going to have all sorts of exciting short track racing. Finally back on a real short track here. You know, we haven't even been on anything shorter than a mile, and the last time we were anything close to a mile was the Milwaukee Mile, and that was all the way back round 7 of the season. So it's been a long time, you know, since we were on a good proper short track here. We are back here this weekend at South Boston Speedway. We got a day-night doubleheader here today. Obviously, we got the first race today. Round 1 here we qualified for yesterday, and we'll run the race today, or in the morning here, and the results of this get top 16 inverted for round 2 tonight. First race here in the daytime here is 105 laps. The nightcap is going to be 125 laps, so that's going to be something to watch for. The nightcap is going to be an additional 20 laps, so we'll have to see how that plays out throughout the race. But taking a look here, obviously we got a lot of interesting things to talk about here. Durrani's up on the pole. Points implications. Gonna have some interesting points implications to watch for here today. Obviously, as we start the race, Josh Williamson still holds his 10-point lead over Angel Oliveira. Justin Zeidel is crawling his way back up. He's only 13 points off the lead now. Brandon Nelson is 18 behind. Now, Equan Haslam is 25 back. Colton Yo, Dale Lightning just behind them as well. Thomas Lipscomb, he's still hanging in there. Arthur Xavier moved his way up in 9th in the points. Scott Upton has slid back to 10th. Jonathan Logan's in 11th. So you got some guys here trying to make some moves. Obviously, it's going to be big to watch for see in the back of the field. Angel Oliveira starting 27th here today. That is not a good starting spot for that 75 car. And Josh Williamson starts on the inside of row 2, so that's going to be a big point swing if something happens here today. Other things to watch for, obviously, in the Stuart Grattan Motorsports team. They now own the points lead of the owner's title, or owner's points, by 1 point over Ryan Racing and 3 points over Jacoan Racing. So needless to say, championship battles, both sides, owners and drivers, heating up here midway through the season. As we get set to go here today for 105 laps, it's going to be Rayan Durrani and Equan Haslam leading them to the green. First pole time these drivers have been seen starting on the front row this season. Josh Williamson, no stranger to starting up front, and Jonathan Logan alongside him. Arthur Xavier, Justin Zeidel, some great throwbacks there. Chase Harris, Chase Buck, Bronson Minnick, Usman Hammond around the top 10. Obviously, Angel Oliveira sliding there back in the rear of the field, so we'll have to see how that plays out for him. Everybody pulls off here, 105 laps here in the daytime. 125 later at night. Pit road window, I believe, is somewhere around 30 to 40 laps or so. We'll have to see how that all plays out. But here we go. We are up through the gears, and we are racing here at South Boston Speedway for the first of today's doubleheader. Lap number 1 in the books here. Rayan Durrani jumps out to the lead, but Equan Haslam got completely shuffled on that initial start, and Josh Williamson already going to the inside. Here he goes down to the bottom. He goes down to the bottom, and he's going to take the lead from Durrani on lap number 2, the championship point leader. Wasting no time, wants to get back out front. Had a dominant car, New Smyrna. And this track's got a lot of similarities, not quite like New Smyrna, but it has a lot of similar characteristics. Chase Buck in the 84 is hustling his way through the field. Started in P7 up to P2 in just a couple of laps here. And now they're 3 wide. Hammond, from starting in 9th place, has already moved his way up through the field. Oh, and Christopher Appleby blew a motor. Oh, this could be big if he doesn't get out of the way. Oh my goodness. What in the world has happened? There's been a wreck. I can see there's been a wreck. I'm not entirely sure if I don't know what happened here. The replay will show it. Not sure what's going on there, but Troxel and Alphaby are already in danger here today. And Equan Hazard is just straight. Oh, and he blew up. We've got another. Oh, and they're flipping. They are wrecking a big wreck here, log jamming up the field. That should bring out the caution. We've got 3 cars up and over. Harris, Nelson, Noonan. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a huge crash here. Brandon Nelson. Equan has a bunch of cars up and over. Noonan was the first one involved there. Oh my goodness. And this is going to bring out our first yellow of the day. Calamity here at South Boston. I have no idea what on earth, what is going on here so far. See, Josh Williams is going to dart to pit road. Leading a couple guys with him, Durrani, his teammate Davey Johnson, Igor Barreto, Dusty Davis, Lightning, Brock, Lipscomb, Olvera, Jonathan Logan, Brock Nelson. Oh my goodness, Thomas Troxel's out of the race. I think Thomas Troxel's going to be out of the race. Chase Harris, Brandon Nelson, I'm pretty sure is out of the race. Yep, Noonan's out of the race. I have no idea what just happened here. Obviously, we are going to take a look at that because that is some pretty big calamity that we just witnessed here at the South Boston Speedway. Just going to wait for these guys to make their pit stops here. I don't think anybody should go a lap down here. Could have guys lose a lap on pit road the way this track is. I don't think so. Alright, we're going to have to take a look to see if this replays here to see what on earth just transpired here at the South Boston Speedway. Caution is out here early on in the race, lap number 10, as we're ticking along the laps here. Chase Buck leads. Let's take a look and see what happened. Bring out the first yellow of the day. So watch this here in the back of the pack. This is lap 4. I have no idea how the race control did not deem this as a yellow, but Alphaby goes up on top of the wall. Troxel helped him. This car is literally backwards on the track, and this did not bring out a yellow. I have no idea how. That is absolutely a yellow. Somehow, though, it wasn't deemed added by race control, so I'm not sure what's going on here so far, but that was not a caution. See, watch here. Equan has the smoke up ahead there. I think Monaco just tried to slide there and avoid it, and it kind of forced Noonan down just a bit, but Faden hooks him into the inside retaining wall, upside down, a massive, massive flip there for Robbie Noonan. He slams into Brandon Nelson. It's on behind him. Logan, Troxel, no, Troxel's already damaged, but Nelson comes down on Chase Harris. That hooks him into the outside wall. They're both going to go up and over. Angel Olvera hit the wall, so that's going to cost him some points potentially here, or at least it's probably going to be a tough start to the day for him. Harris is upside down. Nelson, Noonan, just look at the calamity here. Absolute insanity early on here at South Boston. A lot of big heavy hitters taken out here early in the going today. Right along board here with Jonathan Logan. See, just nowhere to go over that 54 car. Troxel walloped into there, but a pretty wacky start to this race. Obviously, the guys up front were doing pretty good, but it just all came to an end there. But we're gonna take a quick break here. We'll be right back to get the restart of the day. Chase Buck leads in the first of the day race here today. Round 13 of the season under caution here in the Firestone mid-season bash. Chase Buck leads. We'll be right back with the restart. So we return here. It's going to be Chase Buck, Usman Hamid, Bronson Minnick, Brett Sierra, Scott Upton, Zachary Fitzwater, Zidell, Patrick Smith, Keegan Thompson, Colton Yo, Tristan Allen, Eric Monaco. See, first guy who pit, Josh Williamson, is back in 15th. So we'll have to watch to see how that works out for him here. Already got a couple guys out of the race. Has Noonan, Troxel, Brandon Nelson, Chase Harris, and Christopher Alphaby all ending their days here early, but back to green. Chase Buck leads. Now he's going to have Hamid in his trail. Bronson Minnick, Brett Sierra, Scott Upton, Justin Zidell. A lot of guys looking for a pretty strong run here today in the first of these races. See if you get a good run here today. and then you can maybe turn it into a good run later here tonight. You know, that could be a big point swing for you in the points, but Buck leads just a little bit of a checkup back to Hamid, but here comes Bronson Minnick in the 12 car, trying to make his way to the bottom. He's been leading the charge here for EEL Racing. I know they've struggled mightily here in the owners' points this year, but boy, what a story it'd be if he could get a win here in that Darrell Walsh throwback here. He's down to the bottom. He gets second clear from Hamid. Now he's going to set his sights on Chase Buck, but don't look now. Brett Sear to the inside of Hamid, not looking yet. And Justin Zidell lurking around the top 5. He's been lurking around a lot in the past couple of weeks. Hasn't gotten a win to show for it, but everybody recognizes the speed is back in the 88. Now Patrick Smith slides up the hill. Upton goes by. Monaco to the bottom. Monaco trying to also another one of those guys while his teammate Zidell's taken off the past month. He's not taken off. He has struggled mightily in that 9 car. He is looking, didn't even make it past lap 1 last week at Lime Rock Park. Got involved in a wreck. Not necessarily his own doing either. It's just wrong place, wrong time. Tristan Allen, Keegan Thompson, they're battling it out for the 11th position. Fitzy's still right there too. He's looking to maybe claw his way back up in the points, but he's under fire from Josh Williamson there for the 13th position. Still leads up front though. Brett Sears gotten by both Hamid and Bronson Minnick, so he's going to set his sights now on the 84 Chase Buck. See what he can do here. Brett Sear, have not talked about him hardly at all this year. Unfortunately, he's just been an afterthought, it feels like, a lot of races. We know he can win. We know he can drive hard. We'll just have to see how this plays out for him. Let's take a look here. Hamid still holding then that 3rd spot. Zidell in 4th. Zidell doesn't have, now Zidell, keep in mind where this is at right now, Zidell in 4th. If he gains a couple spots, he's only 13 points off the leader. It is not unreasonable to believe he may end up leaving today, the morning race here, the day race, with the points lead, and then he could extend it in the night race. We'll just have to see how this goes. Obviously, pit stops are still play here, but here comes Brett Sear in the 77 down to the bottom. Not quite there yet. Chase Buck holding that lead in the 84 car. Buck has struggled a lot this year. They just have not had the speed in that Polar Star. They didn't have the speed in the Polar Star camp for most of the season up until Thomas Lipscomb at Michigan really started to get the ball rolling for that team. Buck obviously had a points-paying finish last week in the Lime Rock. I think it was a position 9 finish for him. So they're slowly getting the ball back rolling in that 84 camp. So we'll have to see how this goes for them the remainder of the season. Could they turn it around? I don't think this team has championship speed, but you know, do they have enough speed? They may be able to crawl their way into the top 15 or something. Maybe get the team competitive in the owners. We'll just have to see. Bronson Minnick inside of Ousmane Hamid. 12 cars looking very racy here early on the going. I mean, that is 3. I will say this: 3 top 4 guys we haven't heard a lot of at all this season. Chase Buck, Brett Sear, Bronson Minnick, Ousmane Hamid. I mean, even Scott Upton, but Scott Upton's had a lot of quiet top 5s all year. He's on the way to 4th now. See if he can get by Hamid. Obviously, Scott Upton racing for Stuart Grattan Motorsports, who now leads the owners' points. So we know this would be a big day for them. They could manage to pull off another win. That'd be their 3rd win of the season, and they would definitely be starting to try and put that owner's title away, or at least gap themselves. But up front, it's Buck, it's Sierra. Sierra's just kind of tracking them right now. Doesn't seem to quite have enough car yet. He's sliding a little higher, almost like he's diamonding the corners, but it looks like it might be paying off for him. Bronson Minnick, though, is cleared. Upton, ooh, big slide by Sierra. That is going to cost him dearly. Bronson Minnick's going to close in a lot. Now Upton's by, clear of Ousmane Hamid. That Jack Daniels 07's looking strong here in the going. And here comes Bronson Minnick. He's looking to try and get by Brett Sierra. Nothing doing yet. Zidell's settling down at 6. Colton Yo's on the move. Davey Johnson, Eric Monaco. Davey Johnson did pit. That is worth noting. Davey Johnson did pit under the yellow. So we're going to have to see Davey Johnson, what can he do on fresh tires? All these guys obviously up front are on 30-lap old tires, but Davey Johnson sitting back there. He is in the, now trying to go for the 7th position here. So that man in the 55, we know what he can get done here. He's on his way, moving up through the field here early on in the going. Those Nito tires he took on the pit stop, there's paying off for him so far, but up front it's still Buck leads. It's Sierra, Minnick, Upton, Hamid, Zidell, Davey Johnson, who's cleared Colton Yo and already gapped him, trying to move his way up past Zidell now. The tires are paying off here for Davey Johnson. He's already up to 7th. I think Dustin Davis is up to 11th, so he's moving up. Josh Williamson is going the wrong direction. Josh Williamson has slid back to all the way down to 20th. He's probably not done. Make that 21st, and he's going to lose 21st to Thomas Lipscomb if he's not careful. A lot of these guys pit under the caution. Keep in mind, they are struggling mighty. Arthur Xavier just destroyed the outside wall. 16 car not having the speed that he had in Lime Rock Park last week. Tough break for that team. Nathan Faden is somehow holding his own there. Somehow holding his own in 12th without that damage to that car, but good run for him. Now up front, Scott Upton's going to get by Bronson Minnick. That 07 car is moving his way through the field. Obviously, Stuart Grattan Motorsports now leads in the owner's points. They could get a win here today, and then head into the night race with the momentum. That would be that could be big for that team. They could really get that 3rd win of the season. We're starting to see some of these teams are starting to get the hang of it, starting to win more races now, so we'll have to see how this plays out. But up front, still Brett Sierra, Chase Buck. They're just clicking away laps here. So far, 37 laps in the book. It's been a fast-paced race outside of that caution. No incidents so far, other than that. Top 4 breaking away. Davey Johnson's on the outside making move now on Ousmane Hamid. Let's see if he got it. Oh, he's not quite there yet. Scott Upton, Brett Sierra, these two had a spirited battle for the podium at Daytona in the Rolex Grand Prix. Upton's all over the back of Sierra's 77 machine, trying to make his pat move stick. Scott Upton, too, is looking for redemption from last week. Thought he was going to get a podium, ended up blowing a motor. Now he's going to get to the inside of Sierra. Here he goes. See if he can get down there. He's going to clear him this time. Slide it up onto the straightaway. Now move Scott Upton to P2. And he's going to start chasing down the 84 car and Chase Buck. But top 4 broken away for now. Ousmane Hamid and Davey Johnson still battles with Zidell in 7th and Eric Monaco in 8th. So solid run for Beast Racing. Dustin Davis is up to 9th. He's moving his way through the field. But up front, it's Scott Upton. It's Chase Buck. Here they go, the 84 car just trying to hold his own. I don't think Scott Upton did not pit under that yellow. So obviously he doesn't have fresh tires, but his car's definitely come alive on the long run here as we reach 43 laps in the books here. Sierra, Minnick, Upton, Chase Buck kind of separated from the field, but Ousmane Hamid slowly creeping back in. Davey Johnson. So Scott Upton. Chase Buck has led for a very good amount of laps here. I think he's led now over 30 laps today. Most laps he's led all season by far, but here goes Upton. Wants to become the 4th leader of the day. He's going to go down to the inside, make the pass stick. Scott Upton, new leader, 07. He's now leading here on the 45th lap of the race, but Chase Buck's trying hard on the outside to stick with him. Not going to do it there. Just to run a little bit on the higher lane. Going to enter into turn 3 and 4 on the high side. Can't quite get the car back down. His 84 does not seem to quite have that grip on the bottom of the racetrack as he had early in the run. Tires definitely going away there. Upton did a good job managing the car. They got Bronson Minnick, Brett Sierra still stuck behind them. Davey Johnson got by Ousmane Hamid, so that 55 car who is on 7, 8 lap fresher tires, and I say that and he goes into the wall. That's going to slow the 55 car up. Tough break for him, just misjudged the corner. He's going to lose all that time he gained to Brett Sierra, Ousmane Hamid. Dustin Davis is moving his way up through the field, so now you see the fresh tires for him paying off here. Brock Nelson is still hanging around in 13th, which is incredible given the amount of damage. Here we come though, 49 laps in. Fast-paced race here. Average speed about 88, 82 miles an hour. Taking a look here. Upton, Chase Buck, Bronson Minnick, Brett Sierra. Keep in mind, obviously, whoever wins the race will start 16th and invert the top 16. So you finish first. Scott Upton currently, obviously, if you won the race, he would start 16th, and whoever's in 16th currently listed as Igor Bretto would start on the pole. But Chase Buck's not done yet. He's not going to let That 07 waltz into the day, or waltz into the night, you could say. Here comes the 84 Buck. Ryan again back in on Scott Upton. Now Bronson Minnick, he wants to maybe have his shot to get back to the lead in that Pontiac. Down to the bottom of Chase Buck. He's going to get him clear. Not quite off at 3 and 4. Down into 1. Rolls the corner well. In turn 2, out onto the back straightaway here. Just rolling that corner nice. Here comes Davey Johnson, though, in the with the fresh tires. That 55 is going places. Move him into the 4th position. And he could get another one here down the back straightaway. He's going to try and dive it in on Chase Buck. Here he goes, Davey Johnson. He's going to move into the position 3, so those tires, keep in mind, he's on about 8 lap fresher tires than the guys in front of him are, and they are definitely paying off here in the run. You can see that 55 has definitely got some long run speed here. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can catch that 07, and then obviously the pit strategy of when do the leaders pit. And we're going to have to see how that goes here. Bronson Minnick and Scott Upton, though, are currently 1 and 2. We'll see how long it takes Davey Johnson to hunt them down, but at the rate he's going, if he keeps it off the wall, I'm not going to imagine it's going to be too long. Uzmain Hamid's got under fire from Dustin Davis, who also took tires. William Brock is now at 10th. See, Durrani slid back to 13th. Not a great day for him. Angel Oliveira not having a good day either. Josh Williamson has just died off on the restart since the restart. He's in 20th, 10 seconds off the lead. We got Fitzy, Dale Lightning, last guy on the track, I believe. Currently, he's sitting in 24th. I see Keegan Thompson and Colton Yo are pitting. Now, I don't believe, unless they got into an accident. Colton Yo just retired from the race. So Colton Yo and Keegan Thompson both just retired at the same time. I hope it wasn't due to an accident. Oh, Colton Yo still sitting on pit road. Keegan Thompson is out of the race. I don't know what's going on with that 2 car. I mean, Keegan Thompson just disappeared. I don't know if he had a motor blowout or something. But either way, focus back up front on the lead. Scott Upton, Bronson Minnick, Davey Johnson's gotten by Sierra. Dustin Davis is also on the move. Chase Buck sliding back. Dustin Davis going up. Oh, Johnson's in the wall again. Knocks down the turn 4 wall coming onto the front straightaway. That one's going to hurt big. You can see a lot of damage to the right side of that 55 UPS Mitsubishi. Tough break for Davey Johnson. Misjudged turn 4 exit again. It's going to cost him, though, this time a lot more than it did the first time. That car is destroyed on the right side, and he's clearly got no lateral grip in the corners anymore. Chase Buck's going to probably get around him here. Tough break for Davey Johnson. Buck getting a little dicey. Dustin Davis, though, the Smith Motorsports team. Obviously, we know what Stuart Grattan Motorsports has done the past few weeks here, trying to reclaim their spot back towards the top of the owners' points. But Trey Smith and his boys, Dustin Davis, Brett Sierra, looking strong. It's going to be interesting to see what they can do here. Obviously, they want to get that double points, that big points day, both of them in the top 10. We'll have to see how this plays out for them. Obviously, it's still about 40 laps to go here. Obviously, we're well past halfway. Scott Upton has a 1.2 second lead. He's looking very comfortable right now. You have to say that much for a guy who's on 65 lap old tires. He's set down the 3rd fastest lap of the race. He's looking very comfortable on that lead right now, and it's growing. You know, he's got that lead growing. Bronson Minnick looks like he's heading down to pit road. Assuming this could be the start of pit stops here, as it is. So the guys who, oh, Thomas Lipscomb knocked down the wall. So we got a couple of guys, Tristan Allen, Alexander Rowe, Fitzy, Rayan Durrani, now Scott Upton. So all the guys who stayed out under the caution are now pitting. So we're going to have to see how this cycles out. Dustin Davis is going to be the leader here. Davey Johnson, William Brock, Thomas Lipscomb, Brock Nelson, Igor Barreto, Angel Oliveira, Arthur Xavier, Josh Williamson, Jonathan Logan. They'll take over the top 10. Again, these are obviously all guys who did not pit under, or who did pit under the caution. So we're going to expect these guys at about lap 75 to 77. It's a one-stop race, as we've seen today. What to see here. Race off pit road. I think Scott Upton's in the lead. Scott Upton should be coming off of pit road right now. We're not going to... Let's not focus on the pit road race right now. It can get a little confusing, I know, with how long this pit road is here. Where is Dustin Davis? So Davey Johnson pits a little earlier than I would have thought he would. Dustin Davis just ticking off laps, leading for a little bit here. He'll make the right-hand dive onto pit road. We'll follow on Bronson Minnick. Bronson Minnick jumps Scott Upton on pit road. That's going to be huge. That could get Bronson Minnick the win here. That could be, barring another yellow, I mean, we're going to have to see how this cycles out here. I think these guys go 2 laps down when they pit, so we'll have to see how this cycles out here. But Bronson Minnick is going to be in the lead when this cycles all around. Clutch pit stop by that 12 team in EEL Racing. Looking for that first win of the year, looking to get themselves out of the basement of the owner's points. And their guy, Bronson Minnick, has definitely been their man this year. Patrick Smith just struggled a lot this year. That 12 car, he is in the lead. He's got the 07 in second. Brett Sierra, I think, is going to cycle in third. Dustin Davis, though, still is going to cycle to fourth, so a pretty good stop by that team. That 70 car, he cycles on his way to fourth. Usman Hamid in fifth with a ton of left side damage. Eric Monaco, Chase Buck, Davey Johnson, Justin Zidell round out the top 10. Patrick Smith trying to get into the top points. A double points day for EEL Racing would be monumental for that team. Now, we have another yellow. Oh, Zachary Fitzwater's around. Zachary Fitzwater is around. This is going to bring out the caution. This is going to change the race. Oh, just as we were saying, the one thing Bronson Minnick probably didn't want to see was a caution. Well, he's going to get one, which means he's going to have a late race restart here with less than 30 to go at the South Boston Speedway in the first round of the Firestone mid-season bash here in round 13 of the season. Bronson Minnick, that's a tough one. He's going to have to earn it now. There's no question about it. That 12 car is going to have to pound off a trio of angry Toyotas. Usman Hamid. Now, Usman Hamid may pit. We're going to have to see here. Oh, Brett Sierra. That's an interesting strategy call. Sierra pits. I don't know why. Tristan Allen is going to pit as well. Alexander Rowe, I'm not entirely sure why. That's an interesting call by those drivers. They're going to make a pit stop here. I guess maybe want that fresh tire. We'll have to see. Not entirely sure how it's going to play out. There's going to be less than 30 laps to go. This is a short track. There's not a lot of time left to make up those spots, but we will see. We'll take a break here. We're going to get a quick look at the replay to find out what happened to Zachary Fitzwater here to bring out our second caution of the day in the Firestone mid-season bash. Watch here, there's a whole kerfuffle of cars. They go 4 wide, and then I think Barretto just came up onto the track. Barretto got damaged. Olvera, Rowe. Tough break there. You can't really blame Barretto for that. It was a bad move on his part, but that was kind of a tough situation having to avoid the lap traffic like that. But tough one there. Second caution of the day. Luckily, nobody really got any damage. I see Barretto's got some damage, but everybody looks like they got out of that with minimal damage. But we're going to get the restart here, and we are going to settle this. Bronson Minnick, Scott Upton. It is about to get good. The first race of the Firestone mid-season bash. We'll find out, see how it's going to end here. Late race restart coming up next. So here we go. It's going to be a lap 80 restart. 26 laps to go. Bronson Minnick, Scott Upton, Zachary Fitzwater's a lap car. Dustin Davis, Usman Hamid, Eric Monaco, Chase Buck, Davey Johnson, Justin Zidell, Patrick Smith, William Brock, Thomas Lipscomb, Brock Nelson, Arthur Xavier, Angel Olvera. That is your top 13 there. Josh Williamson, Barretto round out the top 15, but back to the restart we go. Upton, Minnick. Let's see how this plays out here. Upton's got Fitzy all over his back bumper, but here they go down into 3 and 4. Let's see. Oh, Monaco's going to make a big move. Bold move to the inside. He's going to sweep by both Davis and Hamid. Davy Johnson's in the wall, and here goes Upton for the lead of the race. Scott Upton going to the lead. He's down to the inside, and he's going to get by Bronson Minnick and put Scott Upton in the 07 back out front here, but Eric Monaco's not done yet. He wants to see if he can close back in. Now Fitzy's really getting in the way here, but he's not really a slow car. He's in the way of the leaders, but he's not a slow car. We've seen he was running only about mid-pack when the caution came out, so we know he's not got damage, but Monaco's up to second. Eric Monaco, Hers Dash legend himself, he's crawling up through the field all day, and he's finally pouncing here late in the going. Ousmane Hamid is also trying to get back to third with a ton of damage. Zeidel's coming as well. This would be a huge points day for Beast Racing if he could pull this off. Here they go down to the bottom. Fitzy's going to try and get by Upton. This is going to hold Upton up a little bit. Here comes Eric Monaco. Let's see the gap at the line. It's going to be less than half a second as they cross the stripe. Taking a look here, gap for the lead down to just only about, just under a half a second, but Eric Monaco gained a lot of time. Here goes Monaco. He's down to the bottom. Let's see if he can make a move on Scott Upton. He's not quite there yet, but here he goes down to the bottom. Let's see if he can make anything happen. Fitzy's taking off for now. Scott Upton holding on for dear life here. That 9 car has come alive late in the going. These two have got to be careful because Ousmane Hamid, Justin Zeidel, Brock Nelson is into the top 5 with a completely, my bad, he is a lap car. So I repeat, Brock Nelson is a lap car. I am sorry for that. He's running 21st, but a lot of speed, so you got to give the man his props there. So Zeidel's trying to get a double podium for Beast Racing. Angel Olvera is salvaging the points day. He's up to 5th. This could be a pretty big momentum swing for him if he could get that points lead back heading into tonight's second race. I mean, either way, him and Zeidel's 13 back. He gains 12. They're going to be dead even. I think it's going to be Zeidel at this spot would be a point off the lead, and Olvera and Williamson, I think, are tied. Tiebreaker going to most wins. Oh, never mind. I see Josh Williamson's creeping his way into the top 10. So Josh Williamson's in 9th. So the points battle's getting really good here. It's going to develop more tonight in the night race, but here goes Olvera. He's probably got his spotter on the radio telling him, you know, that 25's moving up here. So he's going to see if he can get that 75 car back up to the front here. Obviously, less than 20 to go. Wants to try and gain as much points, close in on Josh Williamson. I still think where he sits, he's at 12 points. Josh Williamson's at 4 points. The gap's closing a lot. Oh, Zeidel's in the wall. Zeidel's in the wall. And there's a big wreck. They log up the back straightaway. I think there's no caution. What? Oh, and now Hamid's in the wall. Tristan Allen. Oh, that's going to bring out the yellow. That's going to... Oh, William Brock. Tristan Allen, William Brock collide. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Ousmane Hamid, tough break for that 40 car. Oh, my goodness. This just changed everything. Our third caution of the day here in the Firestone Race 13 of the season, the Firestone mid-season bash. The day cap here, absolutely entertaining day cap. We've seen a ton of great racing. Obviously a lot of wrecks, not what you want to see, but this is going to get really interesting now because you have Scott Upton is going to have to fend off Eric Monaco, Angel Olvera, Dustin Davis, Josh Williamson is up to 5th, Davy Johnson in 6th. The owners' points, the constructor, the drivers, the owners, the points battle heating up today. It'll develop more tonight for sure. We're going to take a quick look here at these replays. William Brock, Fitzy, a bunch of guys involved here. Let's take a look and see what happened. Bring out our third caution of the day. So let's watch here. Justin Zeidel, he's going to get into the wall. He's the one who really all triggers this. Slides up the racetrack, gets into the turn 2 wall in that near retainer exit spot. So that's a dangerous spot. Could have been a lot worse. Brock Nelson gets into some damage. The two Cohen cars get away on the high side. A lot of guys check up. I have no idea why this is not a yellow. I have no idea. Now, even though this was not a yellow, I don't know if it changes what happens here, because this in the NR 2003, they still race back to the line. William Brock turns Usman Hamid. Lipscomb's going to get in the wall. Dale Lightning, Tristan Allen. Brock slides down. That was not intentional, I don't believe. I think William Brock just slid way too much off the corner. Lightning gets pummeled. Bunch of guys there are going to have their days ruined. I don't know why Zidell didn't bring out the caution when they logged up the back straightaway. I don't think it would have mattered, because even had the caution came out, I still think this accident coming back around would have happened. Tough break for a lot of these guys. Hamid, especially Zidell. Given that Williamson's now surged his way up through the field late, this hurts Zidell a lot in the points. He'll have to do some work in the night race. He's not going to get a good starting spot, that's for sure. 7 laps to go when we get to the stripe. Scott Upton is going to be the leader on this restart. Eric Monaco, Angel Oliveira, Dustin Davis, Josh Williamson, the top 5. There's points on the line. There's the win, the owner's points. Everything's going to get really interesting here. But Scott Upton leads us back to the green. 7 laps to go. Who's going to have something to say about this? They all dive down to the bottom. Oliveira wants to make this going. He's going for it right now. He's going to second. Let's see if he holds on. There he goes down to the bottom. He's got to get by Monaco quick if he wants a chance at the win. He gets by Monaco. 6 laps to go here at the stripe. Angel Oliveira, he won the season opener. He has been denied a lot of wins since. But here he goes. He's chasing down Scott Upton, trying to secure the win here. Dustin Davis, don't count him out. Here goes Oliveira down to the inside. He's trying to chase down Scott Upton here, see if he can get the win. He slides way wide. That's going to cost him dearly. Now Scott Upton's going to get a little bit of a breather room here. Now let's see if Dustin Davis, I think they're going to all run out of time to catch Scott Upton, given they're racing each other. Oliveira just may have, he's got damage on that car. I don't know if it's too much. Dustin Davis is now to the inside. Upton lost a little bit of time there. Let's see. Oh, and the caution's out. The EEL racing cars are wrecked. There's a huge wreck. Race back to the stripe, and at the checkered flag, it's going to be Scott Upton. Scott Upton is going to secure his race, wins the race back to the line. Likely going to end the race here and be the winner, barring a no engine blowing up under caution here. Oh my goodness. Thomas Lipscomb. Both the EEL racing cars I saw were in this. 4th caution of the day here, and it's going to be the last one. Oh, what a tough break for some of these guys. Davey Johnson might have got some more damage, not entirely sure. Igor Barreto's torn up. But that is going to do it. As long as he doesn't, fingers crossed, knock on wood for him. He's got just 2 laps under caution, and he's going to score his first win of the season. Scott Upton, this is a huge day for Stuart Grattan Motorsports. 3rd win of the season. 2nd week in a row they're going to win, and they still have the night race coming up. Obviously, he'll start 16th tonight. Dustin Davis, 2nd place finish. Tremendous run for him. Angel Oliveira, 3rd. Just what he needed. Wanted to get that win. Eric Monaco, 4th. Great run for him. Arthur Xavier, Alexander Rowe, guys with great runs. Josh Williamson might lose the points lead heading into the nightcap tonight. We'll have to see. Brock Nelson. You have to give Nelson credit. Even though he's a lap down, that car clearly was fast. Davey Johnson's going to get 8th. Tristan Allen's back up to 9th. Chase Buck, 2nd week in a row. He gets another point. Here they come, though, out of turn number 4. And for his first win of the season, Scott Upton is going to win the race 13 of the season, wins the day race here in the Firestone Mid-Season Bash. Oh, hold on. Hold on a second here. We have some... Oh, my goodness. What is that? What on earth was that? So Patrick Smith speeding back to the line somehow, even though he wasn't... Patrick Smith apparently was not a lap down and ended up being credited per the game in 2nd. That's not going to be tolerated, folks, just for anybody watching. Patrick Smith will probably end up being disqualified for that finish, or for that move there at the end. He'll be black flagged, so the results we were talking about do still stand. That's not an acceptable result there. He's not the 2nd place finisher. Dustin Davis, Oliveira, Monaco, Xavier, Alexander Rowe, Josh Williamson, David Johnson, Tristan Allen, Chase Buck. Those are your top 10. William Brock, Bronson Minnick, Brett Sierra, Dale Lightning, Zachary Fitzwater, Brock Nelson. Stuck around all day with a destroyed race car, but it pays off for him in the end because he will start on the pole tonight alongside Zachary Fitzwater with Dale Lightning and Brett Sierra making up row 2. Let's take a quick look here at the replay at the 2 EEO racing machines to see what brought out our final caution of the night. So watch here, this is the final caution of the day. Brock, Buck, and Minnick going 3 wide here. Buck makes a slide, kind of blocks off Minnick, gets in a William Brock. Fitzy's going to get damaged in there, which realistically, Fitzy's going to get an outside front row starting spot, so it doesn't hurt him too bad. Minnick, Smith in there, Brett Sears in the wall, Lipscomb, Barreto with a colossal hit. A lot of calamity here in the day cap of the Firestone midseason bash, race 13. That's the race back to the line though. Scott Upton holds off Dustin Davis, and that's going to be big for him today. So that does it here for us today from the first race of the day, round 13 of the Firestone midseason bash. The day race here coming up later tonight at about 9 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have Firestone midseason bash race 2, round 14 of the season. It's going to be, if it's anything like today's race, it's going to be crazy. More crazy things happening down the pipeline here. Obviously, the season's picking up. We saw a lot of calamity here in the day race here today. I'm sure the night race will be just as interesting here, but that does it for us here from South Boston here in the day cap race. Congratulations to Scott Upton on his first win of the season. Points will be after this, and we will see you guys tonight.